The grand lobby of the Elmont Royale Hotel buzzed with its usual midday energy, guests wheeling Louis Vuitton luggage, concierge phones ringing with urgency, and bellboys dashing through the marble floor with practiced ease. But none of that matched the stir that swept through the staff when a sleek black Bentley limousine pulled up at the entrance and out stepped an elderly Japanese woman draped in a luxurious kimono, her presence regal, yet silent. She moved with the grace of centuries, her hair pinned in a traditional Kanzashi style, her eyes sharp but unreadable. At her side was a petite assistant who handed a letter to the concierge. Written in fine calligraphy, the note only said, "Please make every arrangement perfect." No English spoken. No interviews. The staff were puzzled. No English? In a five-star hotel in Washington, D.C.? The woman checked into the presidential suite without a single word. She communicated only through gestures, nods, and polite smiles. No interpreter, no translator. The hotel tried their best. Front desk managers, restaurant staff, housekeeping, all scrambled and failed to understand her needs. She refused the welcome champagne, didn't touch the caviar, and when a server presented her a filet mignon with gold leaf, she looked almost offended. "Is she angry? Or just shy?" whispered the head butler. Management panicked. She was no ordinary guest. Rumor had it she was one of the wealthiest women in Japan, owner of a global cosmetics empire, and her presence in the U.S. was extremely rare. Day after day passed and the confusion mounted. Her assistant, quiet and shy, refused to speak and seemed overwhelmed. The hotel's chef tried sushi, miso, and even matcha-based desserts. She declined them all. On the fourth day, her expression darkened. She walked into the lobby alone, stood before the staff, and uttered a single sentence in Japanese, her tone urgent, her eyes pleading. Everyone froze. Nobody understood. Phones came out. Google Translate failed. Embarrassed, a few staff members bowed awkwardly, making the situation worse. She looked around, visibly upset, and turned away. That's when she nearly collided with someone, a maid with deep brown skin and a bright blue headband. Her name tag read, Naomi, housekeeping. Naomi stumbled, looked up at the woman, and to everyone's shock, bowed respectfully and responded in fluent Japanese. The entire lobby went silent. The woman gasped, then smiled, genuinely smiled, for the first time since arriving. Naomi placed her cleaning cart aside and began conversing with the woman effortlessly, translating with grace, humility, and respect. The millionaire placed a hand over her heart and spoke emotionally. Naomi translated, "She says, she's been trying to ask for a simple bowl of rice with umeboshi plum for 4 days. She's been fasting because she didn't want to offend anyone by refusing the food." The staff gasped. Word spread like wildfire. Who was Naomi? Why did a maid speak such perfect Japanese? It turned out, Naomi had lived in Kyoto for 7 years while attending university, and had taught English to children in Osaka. She had returned to the U.S. to care for her sick mother and had taken the housekeeping job temporarily. No one at the hotel ever asked about her background. She was just a maid in their eyes. The millionaire woman was so touched she insisted Naomi accompany her for the rest of her stay. Naomi became her personal translator, food taster, cultural bridge. The next day, the Japanese woman hosted a private tea ceremony in her suite, and only Naomi was invited to join her on the tatami mat. Managers began treating Naomi differently. Guests requested her by name. But Naomi stayed grounded. "I'm just doing what any human should," she said. Listening. What nobody knew was that the millionaire had other plans brewing, life-changing ones. But for now, all Naomi knew was that someone had finally seen her value. And in doing so, she had become the most important person in the hotel.